You know, at all times, I know my brother's intentions and who he is as a person and the values that my parents raised him with, and how he treats people, how he treats women, all of these things. And I eventually, I think it works out when you go through life with that. And not for everybody. I don't want to draw too many of that, but like, he lives his life the right way. He's a great person. He's unselfish. Everything he does, I think.
There's something universally captivating about the first day of a new life, especially when it involves two of the world's most watched celebrities. When Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift stepped into their shared space after their engagement, they probably expected a smooth transition. But as often happens, real life delivered them a scene worthy of a romantic comedy, one that would have even the most stoic among us grinning from ear to ear. It was early, sunlight streaming in through the windows of Taylor Swift's kitchen, painting golden patches on marble countertops. The world outside was unaware that inside, one of the NFL's greatest tight ends, Travis Kelce, was about to become the protagonist of a domestic comedy. Taylor, ever the multitasker, had decided to make breakfast. In her arms, as always, was her beloved cat, Meredith, who, if we're honest, probably considers herself the real star of the story. With the smell of fresh coffee lingering in the air and Meredith's gentle purring adding background music, Taylor juggled a pan, a wooden spoon, and a feline with remarkable agility. And Travis, he was watching, phone in hand, already sensing that this was a story he'd want to share, especially with his brother Jason. "I had to call Jason," Travis would later admit, the excitement in his voice unmistakable. "You won't believe what just happened." Jason Kelce, at home with his own family, probably expected a quick check-in or maybe a football update. Instead, his phone lit up with a video call. On the screen, Travis, grinning like a kid, panning around a kitchen that looked more like a battleground than the set of a Martha Stewart show. Behind Travis, Taylor was in full action mode, one hand stirring eggs, the other keeping Meredith from launching herself onto the counter, all while humming a tune that Jason swore sounded like an unreleased track. Travis narrated the chaos with a mix of awe and amusement, making sure his brother didn't miss a single detail. Jason couldn't help but laugh. "Is this a sitcom or your actual life now?" he teased, watching as Taylor shot a mock glare at the stove before soothing her cat. "Welcome to married life, little brother. Better get used to these kinds of mornings." The incident itself was simple, almost ordinary. Taylor, distracted by Meredith's demands for attention, accidentally cranked the stove too high. The pan began to smoke, Meredith began to whine, and Travis, usually the calm under pressure on the field, found himself momentarily at a loss. Should he intervene? Should he just let Taylor handle it? He chose the latter, at least long enough to document the moment for posterity. Taylor, ever the performer, didn't miss a beat. With her signature blend of grace and humor, she managed to rescue the breakfast, calm her cat, and toss a playful jab at Travis, who was still filming the whole thing. "A linebacker should know how to save breakfast, Kelce," she called out, laughter ringing through the kitchen. Jason, watching from miles away, couldn't stop laughing. "You're in for a wild ride," he warned. "This is just the beginning. Trust me, it's the little mishaps that make a family." It wasn't long before a candid photo from that morning found its way online. Travis, phone in hand, face lit up with excitement. Taylor, in the background, balancing her duties as chef and cat mom. The internet, predictably, lost its mind. Fans dissected every detail, from the brand of Taylor's pajamas to the expression on Meredith's face. But beyond the celebrity, what resonated was the authenticity of the moment. Here were two people, both at the top of their respective worlds, navigating the ordinary chaos of life together. It was real, unfiltered, and deeply relatable. For Travis, sharing the moment with Jason was as natural as breathing. The Kelce brothers have always leaned on each other, their relationship a blend of gentle ribbing and unwavering support. Jason, with his quick wit and years of married life under his belt, offered advice between bursts of laughter. "You just wait," he told Travis. "That list of memorable accidents, it's going to grow. And in a few years, you'll look back and realize these are the best parts." Travis agreed. "If every day starts with this much laughter, I'm ready for it." What makes the story linger in people's minds isn't just the star power. It's the sense that, for all their fame, Taylor and Travis are just like the rest of us in the moments that matter most. They fumble with breakfast, they laugh at their mistakes, and they find joy in the small, unscripted slices of life. Taylor, who's often in the spotlight for her music and her meticulously crafted image, seemed perfectly at home in the kitchen chaos. Her willingness to let the world see her in a less-than-glamorous light only endeared her more to fans. Travis, meanwhile, embraced his new role with the same enthusiasm he brings to the field. "I might not be a chef," he joked, "but I can handle a little heat." If there's one thing that stood out from this first morning, it's the role of humor in making a house a home. Both Taylor and Travis met the minor disaster with laughter, turning what could have been a stressful moment into a cherished memory. Jason summed it up best: "You've got to laugh. Otherwise, you're just cleaning up burnt eggs." The internet's response was immediate and overwhelming. Memes popped up within hours, with fans imagining what other domestic adventures awaited the couple. Would Travis master the art of pancake flipping? Would Meredith the cat become a viral sensation in her own right? The possibilities seemed endless. One Swiftie tweeted, "I never thought I'd see the day when Taylor Swift was wrestling a cat while cooking breakfast for Travis Kelce. This is the content I never knew I needed." An NFL fan chimed in, "Kelce's new play, breakfast defense. Let's see if he can handle the kitchen blitz." As the world waits for the next update from this unlikely yet perfect pairing, one thing is certain: their story is just beginning. There will be more mishaps, more laughter, and probably a few more kitchen disasters. But that's what makes it all so compelling. Travis and Taylor's journey together is a reminder that even the biggest stars find magic in the mundane. Their willingness to share these moments, not just the polished, picture-perfect ones, is what makes their story so irresistible. In a world obsessed with curated perfection, the Kelce Swift breakfast debacle stands out as a beacon of authenticity. It's a story that could belong to any couple, anywhere, and perhaps that's why it resonates so deeply. As Travis finished his call with Jason that morning, he glanced at Taylor, still holding Meredith and grinning in triumph over the rescued breakfast. "We did it," he said, half joking, half serious. Taylor smiled back. "We sure did. And tomorrow you're on pancake duty." Travis laughed, already planning his next call to Jason. So what's the takeaway from Travis Kelce's first incident as Taylor Swift's fiancé and housemate? It's that love, in the end, is found in the little moments, the burnt eggs, the playful teasing, the laughter that fills the kitchen. It's in the willingness to embrace the chaos, to celebrate the imperfections, and to share the story with the people who matter most. For Travis and Taylor, this was just the first of many mornings. For the rest of us, it was a gentle reminder that behind every headline are real people, building real memories, one breakfast at a time. And somewhere in a kitchen filled with sunlight and laughter, a football star and a pop icon are discovering the joy of starting over together.